So this is how I want you guys to turn in your homework. So for the end of chapter reviews, you know, number one, the answer. I'm not going to go with the. I'm not going to put down the answers because I don't want to help you guys. But operators, and then here it'd be like values, and I would probably. You'll want to comment out everything. Variable answer. And then just continue down. If there's a short answer, that sort of stuff. So I want your homework to look like this. And then when we're doing code, so coding questions, one, print, actually, you'll do print, this is the code for question 1. And then number 2, and when we get into functions, define fun1, print hello, x is 100, fun1, number 3, for x in range 10, print x, that sort of stuff. That's just how you write a function. So you guys won't know how to do that. We'll learn that next chapter. We may not even learn this depending on how far we get. But this is how I want you guys to separate your code. This is obviously question 1. This is obviously question 2. This is obviously question 3. So that when I go and grade it, what I can do is I can go, okay, that's right. I don't have to grade that. I don't need to grade that yet. Let me just focus on this one. Okay, that's done. Now I can grade this one, that sort of thing. It makes grading a lot easier for me if you follow this it makes it really easy for me to grade your stuff. Andre, do you have a question? Okay. Last thing I want to do is on OnCampus, I edited, or I just want to show you guys some stuff. So period 3, this is the Zoom link, and then there's also this here. The online textbook, please click here. This is every chapter. So if you don't have the book in class, or you need it at school, or you need it at home or whatever, this is exactly it. This is edition 2. So I don't know if there's a way to get edition 1. Maybe. But that's that. The student resources folder. This is where all of the code that I write in class gets saved here. So even that how to turn in your homework is already saved here. So you click that link, it takes you to my OneDrive, and it loads our first program. So that's the program that we were just working on. This I need to save and close. Master, intro to 2020, 3rd hour. So it's in the middle of syncing. And it will be there shortly. But anything we write in class will be saved here. You click on it and you can either download it. So if for whatever reason you lose your code and we did something that you really wanted to know how to do in class, don't kick the corner of your desk. It really hurts. But notice you can download it here. You can't edit it online, so you guys can't upload to this. You guys can just download and then edit it on your own. So you can click download. The last one, the YouTube playlist. If you click here, it takes you straight to the YouTube playlist where this video and the previous video will be. So there they are. Apparently I watched 10 minutes of my own video. Okay. And that's all right in the home page for Intro to Python. Under assignments are your homework assignments. So you guys should see 3 of them. One of you guys should have finished your first program. Yeah.
Wait, I only see 2.
You may have to go into previous, which I'm not, they changed how this works and I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, I can see my clothes. You want me to resubmit it?
If it lets you, yeah. If it doesn't, no. Again, it's a completion grade. I know you guys all did it. This is just one thing I want to go over. If it's a homework assignment, it is completion. Homework assignments will typically only be questions in the book because the answers are in the back of the book. Projects are, here's some code that you have to do. The answer isn't in the book or online. Something I either came up with or it was in my college textbook and I moved it over, that sort of thing. That's where you basically code. If we code in class and it's a completion, like, all right, you guys have 15 minutes to code this, get it done, that might be under homework as well. Oh, what was the one other thing I wanted to tell you guys about? Darn it. Oh well. Yeah, I can't remember. Yes, Luke.
So are you doing both of those assignments in one file?
No, you'll turn in a file for each one.
Okay.
Yeah, so please turn in a file for each assignment. I've had students in the past, if multiple things were due on one day, they put it all in one, and it really confused me because I would sometimes I'll tell you straight up, I'm not going to grade the day it's due sometimes. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But what I will do is if I see that you haven't turned something in, because that's really easy for me to grade, I just type in a 0. And I don't have to look at any file. I will typically do that first. So if you use one file to turn in 2 assignments and you don't tell me, I will give you a 0 for one of those assignments until I realize it by grading the other thing. But by then you may have missed eligibility and blah blah blah. So please don't use a file for multiple assignments. Use individual files for individual assignments. I swear there was one more thing. Oh, I can't remember it. Do you guys have any questions? No? Okay. Oh.
The display more information in math project.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to go over. Yes, thank you. Let me go over it. Maybe I answer your question. So the way this works is every year I have to change this slightly because I realize, oh, darn it. If I can help it, I don't like your guys' full names going out on the internet. So I will have to mute that or blur it out. So this is exactly what it says. Display more information in math, ignore the 5 points. Just write some code that creates 5 variables. 2 of them have to be user inputs. And display those variables. So you need 10 lines of code total for the first question. I don't care what the variables are. Strings, integers, floats, names, numbers, doesn't matter, symbols. 2 of them have to be user inputs though. Yes?
Do the names of the variables have to be related to the
They need to be more than a, well actually, I would prefer them to, yes.
All right.
Now this one I've always gotten a little pushback. I want you guys to display, so 12 divided by 3, how do you type that in code? 12/3. So what I want you guys to do is to write that as a string inside of print, then I also want you to make this shouldn't be 3, this should be the equation. Actually, I think second hour. Yeah, I didn't have it there. Does that make sense? So for example, actually that it doesn't make sense. So print 1 plus 2 equals this is what it needs to look like. So this is what it needs to look like, guys, up here. So here's the equation, plus I need you to stringify the actual, this is the string version of the equation. This is the actual equation to make it look like this. Okay? So this will just help you understand how the math works, how parentheses work, how you need to stringify some things if you're going to concatenate it to another string, that sort of stuff. Yes?
So for like some of these, like 15 divided by 2, like, do you want us to like, is it up to us, like, if we wanted to have a decimal or just be around?
Whatever 15 divided by 2 is. So it should just be 7.5.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, don't integer, yeah, no, give me the actual answer.
Do you want us to write like the first part of it, or do you just want us to?
I want you to do this.
Like the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Gotcha.
Yep. Lorian.
What do you mean by user inputs in the first question?
So x is input,
Oh, okay.
and then print x.
Oh, okay.
So this is how you do question number 2. You'll need to do these 2 lines here for question 1. Oh, and then you just got to find the 5 errors in these codes. In this code. And for this, what you guys can do, the easiest thing probably is to copy it, paste it, and then fix this, and then turn it in. There is more than one way to fix 1 or 2 of these errors, so it's not like, yeah. Yes?
For the first one, we're just like coming up with our own stuff, like our own variables.
Yep, own variables. I don't care what they are. Yes, Cole.
Do they have to like make sense? Like, do we have to do it like? Does it have to be like just 10 that like all make sense, or can they be just like random?
I don't care what they are. Just
Okay.
create 10 variables.
Gotcha. So it doesn't have to like all like correspond or anything.
No, you could have location be Somerset, age be 400,982. You could have name be John Jiggle Jingleheimer Schmidt, and then you could have a user input, what is your favorite type of licorice, and a user input, how big do you think the ceiling tiles are? I don't care. So, fun fact, ceiling tiles are 2 feet by 4 feet. So you can count very quickly dimensions of a room.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, I'm going to stop recording on that useful tidbit.